Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a couple of really nice stretches for our quads and our hips. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so our first quad stretch is super simple. We're just going to tuck this knee in, and really you're trying to pull this part of the knee back and push this part of your hip forward, squeezing this glute at the same time. So big squeeze into that glute, pull the knee back, nice deep breaths. You're just going to hold it here, and you're all the time trying to get that knee a little bit further back, the hip forward, squeeze the glute. You should feel this really nice deep stretch into your quads here. Okay, gently release. You're going to come over and do it on the other side. So same again for that other leg. You're pulling the knee back, but you're pushing the hip forward, squeezing that top glute. So this glute, because I'm bending this knee, trying to stretch that right quad. So big squeeze, nice deep breaths. Good job, hold it there guys. Keep that glute tight. It's very easy to just let it relax after just a couple seconds, so you're really trying to squeeze. Okay, gently release. Okay, we're coming into that high plank position, and you're going to step one foot forwards, drop that other knee, that other hip down, getting a nice stretch into your hip here. So just nice deep breaths, relaxing everything. The hip flexors can be quite sensitive, so you don't want to push it too hard. So you want to feel a dull ache kind of all over the muscle rather than any sharp pain. We'll just step that foot back, take it over to the other side. Nice deep breath, straighten that leg. You don't want to have a bend in the knee, keep it straight. Feeling that stretch down into that hip flexor here. And gently release. Okay, so for my last hip and quad stretch for you, I want you to find a wall, and you might want to fold your mat over if you've got a hard floor, because it might just be a little bit hard on your knees. So you're going to come onto your hands and knees, and then you're going to slide that foot up close to the wall, bring the other leg up. Lots of people tend to stay down here and they forget that you need to bring that leg up. So if that quad is screaming at you now, scoot that knee just a little bit further forward. The further the knee is away from the wall, the less the stretch you're going to get. And the closer the knee is to the wall, the more deeper stretch you're going to get. So then I want you to squeeze this glute and then lean back. So when we lean back, we're getting more of a stretch into the quad than the hip flexor. You may still feel it in your hip flexor a little bit, but the focus is on that quad. So just relax here, keeping that glute tight the whole time. I like to keep my hand there just to kind of remind me to keep squeezing the glute. And you're just going to relax, release any tension in your quads. Okay, from here, we're going to push the hip forwards, still squeezing that glute, but now you should feel it a little bit more into the hip instead of the quad. And remember, don't push it too far with the hip flexors, they can be quite sensitive. So you want to feel that stretch, but no sharp pain. Keeping that glute tight. Okay, and then to release, pop your hands down to the floor, slide your foot back out. We're going to do the same on the other side. So slide that foot up, bring the other foot up, leaning back, squeezing that glute, and just releasing all that tension. Trying to lean back a little bit more. If you can, scoot your knee close to the wall if you want to get deeper into that stretch. So just breathe through it. Okay, so back into that hip flexor, push the hip forwards, keeping that glute nice and tight. I just put my hands on my other knee for a little bit of balance. Squeeze, 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 release all that tension you're holding in your hip. And release. I hope you found that video helpful. I hope your quads are feeling a little bit more relaxed. I would suggest doing that a few more times if you really want to feel the benefit and start to loosen up those tight hips and those tight quads. Thanks for watching, guys.